Hey guys, so yeah, we're gonna do a redstone farm tutorial. I'm gonna be building the farm you see just behind me. So yeah, let's get to it. Right, so guys, what you will need for this build is in this chest. So you will need a chest, you will need a hopper, you will need a rail, a minecart with hopper, piston, dispenser, a couple of observers, some redstone, some glass, some dirt, and any kind of building blocks you like. I've gone for smooth stone, but you can use cobble, sandstone, whatever you want to build the frame of your farm out of. Go ahead and use that. I've got a slab here as well, and glowstone to light it up. I mean, if you want to use redstone lamp or torches to light it up, go ahead. So yeah, and you will also need your crops. So this farm will work with, I know for a fact, will work with bamboo, sugar canes, and kelp. If you're using it with kelp though, remember you will need a bucket of water, and try not to waterlog your piston. So you may need to build this farm one higher in order to place the water blocks, so you do not waterlog your piston if you are doing it with kelp. But yeah, and then if you want to add an on and off switch, I found that a sticky piston with a lever works really well. So yeah, let's get to doing this. So first I'm going to build the collection system. So for that we'll need the chest, the hopper, rail, and the minecart with hopper. We will also need our stone, and we will need a piece of dirt. So yeah, let's get started on the collection system. Firstly though, shall I show you how this farm works? So I've got it working with bamboo, and it makes a lot of bamboo quite quickly. It is very handy. And if I just switch that switch, I found that switch works okay. It's glitching a bit. There we go, it's slowly doing its thing. But you will need a lot of bone meal for this as well. So anyway, let's get down to making this thing. Now, as you can see, I've buried my collection system in the ground a little, because I think it makes the farm look nicer, and it hides the collection system. It is a bit tricky sometimes to get to the chest, but the chest is protected, so I prefer it that way. But if you want to build it above ground, go ahead, but we're gonna do it below ground. So what you're going to want to do first is dig down to, if you're doing it underground, dig down to in a 9 square of blocks like this. There you go. You might want to remove a block so you can get up and down quite easy. Right, I'm moving that block. Right, now you've done that, you've got to get your chest and place your chest just there. You can do it with a double chest if you like, maybe put one there, but I think a single chest is good enough. You can also use a barrel if you like. But yeah, now we've got the chest there, we need our hopper. So crouch behind your chest, place your hopper just behind your chest, and if I do that quickly, you'll see the spout of the hopper is pointing into the chest. You need to make sure that that spout is pointing into the chest so that the chest can collect the items from the hopper. Right, so now you've done that, you're going to need a rail. Place the rail on top of the hopper. Once you've done that, place your minecart with hopper on top of the rail. There we go. Now use your building block of choice to block around here, because one, this helps protect the thing from things like creepers, and it also stops the minecart from escaping off of its little hopper there. So there you go. And then build one more line here. Now you need your dirt, and you place your dirt on top of the hopper, the minecart hopper. There we go, that's the collection system. So easy. Now you might think, why not just do it with the hopper? Why do you need the minecart? Well, the hopper will not suck items through any, like through the dirt block. So the minecart is needed, because the minecart with hopper will suck items through, and then the hopper at the bottom will suck it out of the minecart into the chest. So there you go. Right, we don't need that there now. Right, so, and so you don't keep falling in that hole, and to protect the chest a bit, get you a slab, or you could even do it with stairs, and there you go. You can access the chest still, it's hidden. Right, so that's the collection system. Now you want to build yourself a frame with your building block of choice. Right, now you want to build, let's put away what we don't need for the minute. Now you want to get your piston, your dispenser, and get some glass. There we go. So now you place your dispenser on the bottom at the back there, with the mouth of the dispenser facing you. You got to make sure these are round the right way, or the farm will not work. Then on top of the dispenser, put your piston so it's facing with the wood effect kind of side towards you. And there you go. Now you put your glass in here. Now remember, if you are doing this with kelp, make this farm 1 block higher. Okay, if you're doing this with kelp. Because otherwise you will not be able to place the water block without waterlogging the piston, and if you waterlog the piston, the whole system will not work. So there you go, there's your little bit there. Now we need to make the circuitry at the back. I do not need that at the moment, so I'm going to chuck that back in there. So for the circuitry, you will need let me just rearrange some of this. You will need your glass blocks, you'll need observer, and you will need redstone. So some redstone dust. There we go. And you will probably need your building block as well, if I remember rightly. There we go. Right, so this is what you will need to build your circuitry. So get you one of your building blocks, chuck that there, and then place a temporary block there for a minute, glass block there, and a glass block on the piston up there. There you go. Now get your observer. Now you need to place these a certain way. See, that's not going to work there. So you need to literally place it a certain way. There you go. You want the first one with the face facing backwards, and then the second one like that with the red dot facing you. So, and then it should, you'll know if it's working because the red dot should start flashing. Now you've done that, you get, I think it's about 3 pieces of redstone. So you place one there on your building block. You can hear this thing working now. The piston's working anyway. And then you place that there and that there. So about 3 pieces of redstone. And you can see it working. You can hear the dispenser working as well. Now, switch wise, I talked about a switch. Let's have a look. Alright, get these. So, your switch. Now, you can do it like I've done over here. Just place a lever there and it shuts it off, but it keeps the piston open. Or you can do it with a sticky piston and a lever on your observer. There you go. And that works really well. So if you want to turn this thing off, you can turn it off and it stops working altogether. Turn it on and it will work continuously, and it will produce your crop continuously as long as you have a bone meal in your dispenser. So let's switch this off for a second. There we go. Now at the back here you can block in all of your redstone circuitry to protect it as well. But yeah, let's plant a crop in there and see what happens. I'm going to go for sugar. Let's go for sugar. Right. Okay, you need water, a water block for sugar. I totally forgot about that. So yeah, you're going to need a water block somewhere. Let's get the water. It's trial and error sometimes in Minecraft, you know. So, I think if we do that... No, because that's going to waterlog that, isn't it? How about we do... We get clever with this. There we go. There, that should work. There we go, see. So yeah, if you're doing it with sugar, you are going to need a water source block nearby. So yeah, it kind of looks a bit odd there, but I guess it works. Now let's test to see if it does work. So we're gonna need some bone meal. Let me chuck all this in here for a moment because I don't need it on me at the moment. So bone meal. Let's find our bone meal. Bear with me a sec. There it is. Bone meal. So yellow, 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 yellow. There we go. Yellow button. Give us loads of bone meal. Let's put all this in our dispenser. Now let's see if this works. Switch it on. That is working nicely. It's glitching a bit. It looks like the sugar's been shot through the glass there. And it's coming out of the top. Right, so to fix that, this is where my glowstone comes in handy. See, it's escaping out of the top. There we go. See how fast that is giving us sugar? Now we can probably double that. Let me get my building block a second. Because I know sugar grows up to like 3 high. There we go. Now that'll give us at least 2 sugar each time the piston triggers. So there you go, we're getting quite a lot. It's working really, really well. Yeah. So yeah guys, that's our farms. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead now and experiment a little bit more with them, see what else I can do with them, make them a bit better. Yeah, I'm gonna experiment a little bit. So I'm probably gonna speed the video up from here. But thanks for watching, and yeah, I shall see you later. Bye bye.